Thanks for waiting. Listen, those who may be new to the show, if you would please subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to give the show a like. And let me get my notes here. Hold on. Okay, so we got a really great show tonight, and I hope you enjoy it because I've been so excited. I was excited to have... Oh, here, let me show you. Okay, so Chris Garcia is our guest. He is a psychic medium. He's a tarot card reader. He's an empath, a clairvoyant. He has the ability to see auras. He is a remote viewer, which I love. And he is a shaman healer as well. Now, Chris has had these God-given gifts since he was the age of 5. He loves helping people and sensitive children, and he loves that have these gifts as well, and also helping adults. So, let's bring Chris on. Hey, Chris, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yay.
Happy to be on. I just put out a good prayer.
Yeah, welcome to the Beyond.
I'm a big believer, and I'm happy to be on. It's a privilege. I'm glad that we found each other. It was, like I said, destined to be. And I'm just grateful to be on your show.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm so excited. Can you tell us a little bit, though? Now, you said, I just want to talk about Chris for a little bit before we start the show, and I'm so excited. Chris, you said you've had these gifts since you were 5 years old. How did you find out that you had these gifts, and how do you think this all happened?
Well, to be honest with you, it's genetic. It's within my bloodline. With my grandma passed away, but it's my grandma, and then my mom has it, but she's still alive. So it's like in the family bloodline. So like I said, it's inherited. It's in the DNA. It's in my blood. It's like it follows all the way through from great grandmother to her grandmother, and it just goes on and on and on. But it has skipped generation. There's others that are. Have to give to, but most of them are in the medical field, but I'm probably about the only one that's more out there, like with social media, stuff like that. So I'm more out there than everybody else. They all use it in the medical terms and this and that. And we also have doctors too. We also have other cousins that have it, but they're like 10, 11, 12. So there's a few of us that have the gift, but they're more quiet about it. But yeah, it's been an awesome journey for me. Still learning a lot as I go. But yeah, my first experience was when I remember when I was like 5. I remember talking to me it was my spirit guide at the time. I don't remember how. I was about 5. I remember seeing Angel very young, and then when it came out to, I guess, like helping people, I guess it was like in middle school, so to speak. And then when it came out more to people started asking me questions, I never told them, I never labeled myself as anything. I just knew I was different. And it was just an awesome thing to
But
experience.
you said that, an empath. What is an empath?
To me, an empath is a person that picks up on thoughts, can read people's mind at times, knows what a person's feeling. Has like it's like the best way to say it to me as an empath is like I'm a sponge, and I'm just absorbing so many things. So sometimes if somebody's sad, I pick up on their sadness. If somebody's having a bad hair day, I can pick up on sadness, like if they are.
That's a good thing you didn't pick up my thoughts.
Honestly, with all this stuff that was going on, which I'm not going to discuss on air, but I can personally tell you that you said, I'm just going to say a little bit, that there was issues that you were having. I know in my heart it's not on my end, it was on your end, but I just feel like something was trying to stop you from interviewing me for some odd reason. Maybe it's probably somebody that was probably jealous of you and me put together. Okay?
Let me tell the viewers, I have to tell you, guys, from the day I scheduled this show with Chris, I have had nothing but problems. I had computer problems. My video cards crashed. It just today got fixed. Had nothing for weeks, had nothing but problems. And we almost didn't have a show tonight. And I really believe that there were, and I told Chris, I said, I don't think somebody wanted us to have this show tonight. But anyway, I'm glad we're having, because it's going to be a fun show. Now, one more thing. Clairvoyant, what is that to you, the clairvoyant?
Honestly, to me, the clairvoyant is more. Sorry, I was trying to adjust the phone for a little bit. But to me, it's like I get like seeing things, flashes. I get pictures, just flashes of information. It comes to me. Clairvoyant comes in so many ways. It's almost like remote viewing at the same time, because sometimes when I get clairvoyant, I start seeing things in motion, like I'm actually stepping in somebody else's shoes, especially when it comes to missing persons cases, by the way. But yeah, it comes in just different stuff, so I can see things. I've been able to predict stuff, look into the future. I can also look into the past, present, and the future. So clairvoyance comes in what I just basically said, but it also comes in different forms, depending on what the person is asking me, if I'm using my gift for the missing person or paranormal investigation. So the information comes with the subject or with the interview or anything of that matter, depending on what you're asking me.
Now, so my favorite thing is missing persons and unsolved mysteries. But with the show that we're going to do tonight, it's something we've never really done before, and I thought it would be fun. But I love that topic. And so if I gave you a missing persons case and presented that to you, how far could you go with that?
Depending on what I get at the time, because like I don't like to be told anything. I just go with what I feel. I remember you sent me a picture. I think I'm not want to look down, because I know, I want people to look at me, because eye contact is important. But I know that as I'm looking down, I'm reading what the stuff that she sent me, guys. So if I'm looking down, it's not because I'm ignoring her. It's just that I'm looking down at the stuff that she sent me. The thing that I was going to tell you, there was this one, I did believe it. You did send me something. It was an Amazon thingy or some kind of missing persons thing. I really didn't look into it, but I did feel kind of like, almost like, I want to say like family. That's what I was picking up just by just looking at the outside of that little thing that you did send me about the missing persons case. I do feel that there is still uncertain answers of why that person disappeared. And it's funny, as I'm talking to you, I'm actually reading without even looking on the other phone. I'm getting messages, and I'm telling you right now, I'm getting foul play. Okay, I'm getting law enforcement involved. There's maybe like two. Okay, let me rephrase that. There's 3 crooked cops with that.
Involved in one of those cases on that 411 missing? Okay,
yes,
but the thing about it is, I think there was more than one case involved in that. So let's hold off on that. Now, what about, so I would love to do a show with you on remote viewing. And there isn't, and that's another thing, is now shaman healer. You call yourself a shaman healer. What is entailed in that?
It's like I give people healing through meditation, sound, can't think of the word. Sound therapy is like that's the only thing that I can think right now, because we're both just barely starting the show, so it's just
okay.
But there is something to do with sounds, like because I actually I don't want to take that chance, but there is it's a thing that I have, and it's like you know how those wind chimes are? It's made out of wood, and it's got like a stick, and you use just different tones. I use that. And I use different, like I actually got, it's like thing that that I got, it's like has feathers. It's like you smudge people. So I do different things in healing if that, you know, that's what a shaman healer is. So I do like different types of healing with different tools that I have that I can't show you right now. But yeah, there's just different tools that I've done. I can also look into the Native American because I'm also Native too.
You're a Native American as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so let's start our show. I'm so excited. So what the show is about tonight is I picked out 10 pictures, 10 famous pictures that are unexplained on the internet. And I've always questioned these pictures, and I've always wanted to know about them too, you know? So I picked these, there was 10 that I picked out. So I'm going to read you a description, and Chris will hear the description of each picture. It tells a little story about it. And there's 10 of them. So Chris, we're going to start with number 1, the Amityville ghost, okay?
Okay.
All right, so this one's just a short description on the Amityville. Okay, so let me show you the picture.
Yes, I'm already looking at it because I already have the picture.
All right, so this is about this picture was captured. There's a lot of stories on who really captured this picture. And so we really don't know the true story of who actually captured this picture. They said the Warrens did, then they said an investigative team did, then they said there was a professional photographer that had a camera up there. So I don't know the truth, and you know the web. So this image was captured at the Amityville house at 112 Ocean Avenue, the location of the DeFeo murders. Ronald DeFeo Jr., he shot the entire family of 6 in the early morning of 1974. Now, I have an enlargement of the image that was behind that staircase.
Yes.
So, could that image be one of the sons, either Mark or John? And I'm showing the viewers that. Now, I have another place I want to go to so you can talk. Hold on. Okay, and I will show them. Okay,
for some reason I'm getting like that it's John, but the face is kind of, you really can't tell. But I'm being told that he's stuck in that house. Okay, now as far as who made the picture, that's really hard to tell. But I want to say that it is a paranormal team, but other people are getting credit for it. Personally, I feel like he died an unexpected death. And it's weird because I'm getting like something similar to either poison or something that was just not meant to happen. Now, the thing is, how old is he in that picture? I know you're not asking, but I'm being told telepathically. I want to say he was probably... Okay, that's weird. I just heard that. He was about 6 in that picture. Now, to get that validation on that, these pictures are very old, but I want to say he was about 6. Definite 6. I'm hearing 6.
I think you're right.
Now...
I think you're correct on that.
Mm-hmm. So, but that is a very awesome picture. Now, the other question is this picture legit? I'm being told yes. It did happen. It did. That picture was really was caught. Now, some of the pictures, not all of them, are legit because I'm looking through them, but I know we're just going picture per picture. But I'll just wait till you go on to the next picture so the audience can see what picture you're showing before I tell if it's fake or so forth and so forth. So you can go ahead and talk now.
Is he stuck in that house, or did he move on?
I'm being told he time travels. He goes back and forth. I would say that people would think that he is stuck because they always see him doing the same thing, but he's in between worlds. If that makes more sense.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I believe he was 6, and I don't know if you know what happened to him or not. Do you want me to tell you what happened? I mean, I kind of said the son, Ronnie DeFeo Jr., he shot the whole family. He would.
But it's funny you said that because I got like poison. So I think he did poison certain of them. And then he shot them because they didn't just die right away. It took a while. But I did pick up that there was probably a few that were shot. Now the question is, who was shot? That would be it's like, it's weird. I don't know why, but I'm seeing 10, the number 10. So I don't know why, but I want to say that was a big family. And then even though that's just a picture, but I'm seeing an attic, very antique stuff in the top. Okay. On the outside of the house, I'm seeing brown, like a tiny, I want to say like brown. Okay. And then the steps, it has like, oh my God, it's like something wrong me say. I want to say there's like white, is what I'm seeing, right? And then I'm seeing like a long big yard in the front and back. I want to say that it goes back to, like, I can't even think of how to say this, but it goes back to, and it just lost my train of thought. But it's I want to say it goes back to like at least the 1970s. And then for some reason I'm seeing Virginia, West Virginia, up that area. Don't know why, but there is more to it. But I know you said you got shot, but I was told that a few of them were poisoned.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, and I did a show on this. They just said that the 6 members of the family were shot with a shotgun, and Ronnie DeFeo Jr. had gotten into a fight with his father that night, and I guess he had it with him. He was just they didn't get along. They fought. They argued all the time, and for that particular night, he just decided that he was going to kill the father. Something had happened, and I think Ronnie said something told him to do it. And so anyway, he shot the father, but then from there, because he went into the bedroom, from there he shot the father, then he shot the mother, and they were in bed together. And then he went into the other rooms and shot the other children.
They were asleep when he shot them.
They were asleep. But there's also a story that the sister was going to help him. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I did read something about that the sister wanted to help him kill the family, but she also was one of the victims. So I don't know if that was a true story or not.
Honestly, while you were talking, I was told that she was touched inappropriately, but this was way before he even killed her. So he had a little bit of an affair or did things which I'm not going to discuss. But yes, he did do certain things. But I think he did kill all of them, like you said. But when it came to her, it was like he just had so much anger towards her. Now, as far as her joining to him to kill them, I'm being told that's not true.
Okay.
Because they were asleep. They were asleep, except for the mom and dad were awake.
But the thing is, Chris, he used a shotgun, and I don't think it was muffled He didn't have one of those silencers on it. So he goes in and he shoots each one of those kids. They didn't hear it. The other children, or the girl or whatever, that I think the two boys slept in this. I'm not sure if the two boys slept in the same room. They may have. And then the daughter had her own room. So how did she not hear the gunshot? And supposedly the neighbors didn't hear it either.
I guess he must have did something prior to everything, and it wasn't, like, I want to say destined to be to where everybody wasn't supposed to hear it. Now, the question is, why they didn't hear it? That is a good question, girl. That is a very damn good question. But there is more to that, why they didn't hear it. I guess because back then the neighbors were just minding their own damn business, is what I was told. But there's a lot of claims that the neighbor said, well, we didn't hear anything, but there's a few neighbors at that time that they lied. Oh. Because they had suspicion about what his behavior was, because he said that he was told to do it. So personally, I wasn't going to touch this subject, but I was told that he had bipolar, and there was probably an attachment to him, almost like demon-like. So he had a twin personality. You would feel like he was possessed.
Yeah, I believe that. Mm-hmm. I believe that. Wow. Do you know why the victim? I don't think the parents were face down, but I think the children, the brothers and the sister were face down in their pillows. But I know the parents weren't, because I saw the murder photos. Why would he have them face down? Do you know?
I guess because when he killed them, he didn't want them to see his face, and he didn't want to acknowledge that he knew he was killing his own family. So in order to face down, he wouldn't be so. It wouldn't feel so. It wouldn't hurt him so much. I guess with their expressions, of course, if they're facing down. If I was looking as me being the killer, I'm trying to look through his eyes. The reason why is because if you really think about it scientifically, if they would have been facing up like this, they would have fought him back, because I'm being told they would have punched him. But instead of facing down, yeah, they could have went like that, but there's not so much you can do. So he prevented that from them fighting back too. So it was more like he had restrained. That's what I heard, restrained from them fighting him back. So that's what they were face down.
So either that, or he entered the room and they heard him, and he said, "Just roll over," and then did the thing, and then did it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's really, I don't know.
That is weird, though. You know what? I'm glad that you got these pictures, because they're old. I'm looking at all of them, and I'm just like, that's crazy. But I like it. It's interesting. It's like, to me, I love a challenge, But it's really interesting. I really appreciate it. I really do. It's something to look at.
Well, this is an old famous case, and it's still talked about, and there's still a lot of enthusiasm in the Amityville ghost story, murder story. And of course, again, this happened in 1974. All right, so let's go on to the next picture. All right, so this one's weird. I've seen this one, and I've been so curious about this. This is what they call the hospital demon.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Sorry, I was so enthused. Okay, this photo was captured by a nurse on a surveillance camera at an unknown hospital. The images show a dark, crouched figure resembling a demon standing on top of the patient's body who was lying in bed. Can you turn off the sound on that?
I know, it's just that there is some other things that are chatting and just annoys me. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're just getting annoying. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
The nurse also noticed the black figure walking up and down the body of the patient. A few hours of the dark figure's appearance, the patient had died. As creepy as it may sound, demon-like figures have been reportedly seen at hospitals. Some say hospitals are the breeding ground for demons. It is where they lurk about, waiting for the next soul to die so they can drag them to hell. However, no authentic sources can be cited in support of such claims.
Yeah, that is true. That is weird too, because when I'm looking at it, hold on, I'm trying to look back at it because I'm hearing this thing is annoying. See, and the thing is that I don't want to turn it off because then I won't be able to look at the picture. So I don't know why I already put this thing on vibrate and it's still going off. Hold on, I'm trying to look at the second picture. Hold on for a second. Okay, there, I lost. I was just trying. I actually put this on mute now.
Oh, wait a minute, I got the wrong one.
That's just so weird.
Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. I got the wrong one. Hold on. I've got a new program here I'm working with. Okay, there we go. Go ahead.
Okay, the second picture. What I'm looking at, it does look kind of weird. Okay. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm getting. Okay, that's weird. He's either Pennsylvania or Tennessee. Oh my God, quiet. Sorry.
Can you silence that?
I already did, and it's still going on.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. Like I was saying, sorry, I was getting Pennsylvania and Tennessee. That picture.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to close that chat. That's just getting annoying. I'm gonna have to either leave that chat or they just need to stop talking. Personally, that is kind of like sketchy, but of course there's demons.
Let me see if I can enlarge this one. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm trying to enlarge it so I can look more at it because it does look kind of. Oh my God, this is getting annoying. I'm just gonna leave this damn chat because this is annoying.
It's on top of a patient.
Okay, there. That's better. Now I left the chat so I could. It's annoying me. So it's not just you. It's I don't know why they do that. They just talk away and it's just annoying. Okay, let me go back to it. Okay, now it's not gonna go out because I left the chat. So like I was telling you, I did get Pennsylvania or Tennessee picture. No, that's another notification. Oh my God, this thing just does not stop.
Can you take the sound off of it?
Yeah, I already did. But like I said, there is something sketchy to that picture, but I do want to say that they did catch a demon, but it showed its full apparition. Most demons do not appear that way. I want to be told that they come out as an outline for some reason, but they did catch an actual demon in that hospital. Now, is that demon stuck? No. It attacks patients that are usually what I was told a drug addiction. And it draws in certain people, is what I'm being told.
So that's a real picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Look at
it. Doesn't.
It is. I enlarged it. Look at the. I can't even figure out what the heck it is. There's an arm that's like 6 feet long. Then there's 2 feet, and the hand looks like there's a hand pointing at something.
Yeah. That picture just looks very weird to me. You know what it almost seems like? You know what, let me take that back. You know what it looked like to me?
What?
Like a Halloween costume.
You know what? I don't know about that. Because look at it.
I know.
It's
I know. I'm just saying, like
looks,
scientifically, it just looks like a costume. But like I said, it is a demon. But other people would think that there's just no way that this can be real. They would think that it would not look real. But like my guys are telling me that it is, but it does look kind of weird because you're like, what is this thing? Why? How can it catch something like this? It makes absolutely no sense. Because all these, back then, a lot of different cameras did work, and some of them just didn't work.
I think this was captured on a surveillance camera.
So yeah, so I would say that is legit, even though it does not look legit. I'm gonna be honest with you, it does not look legit, but it is.
What could it be?
Well,
I mean, it's crazy. I don't see how could. I mean, it's black. You could see the feet, but that arm, it's coming out of a weird area of the body, and it's like 6 feet long, and you could see a hand on it with the finger pointing. It looks like. Oh, something just moved in this room. Scary.
You know what? I've never read your, your background, because of course I know you have a background, but off the subject, I did feel that your house was very active and haunted, by the way, just to let you know. Just in case you didn't know that.
No, I do know that. I do know that.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly.
What do you think? I mean, it's
honestly,
crazy.
I'm just getting it's not just a demon, but it's the devil himself.
Really? Have you ever seen... Go ahead.
Have I ever came across one?
Or seen anything like this before?
Honestly, it's kind of like... it's weird because, of course I don't, mess with the demonology part of things, because of course I can pick up, I've actually heard, I read people and I actually heard demons, but I don't work with them and I don't want to do that kind of stuff. But I guess since I'm very sensitive, I can pick up on the energy, but I just don't look into it. You know what I'm saying? I can walk into a house or a residence or a location like a hotel or whatever. I can pick up on them, but I'll tell them, well, this and this and this is what I'm getting. So with that being said, I want to say, and it's funny because something was trying to throw me off for a second, but I was telling it to back off, by the way. That this thing shapeshifts, girl.
It does?
Yes, it does, and it shapeshifts. It can go to one place to another. It shapeshifts, and it can form in different ways. He's not always going to be as what people see with the horns. He's not going to be as what people know the devil to be. He can shapeshift. He can shapeshift to different... He can make himself look half skeleton, half human, have almost like a... And it's weird, I don't even know why I've seen this. Almost like a bull's horn. Like the bulls.
Well, it's got something... Let me enlarge that again. It's got something on its head.
Mm-hmm.
There's something there. It's got like a point on the top.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this thing does shapeshift. Yep, and that's funny thing too, because I've been able to shapeshift too as well. But I've always been able to shapeshift as as a wolf because of my native heritage. I've been always been able to connect to, so I know about shapeshifting. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother show. So yeah, but it does shapeshift though.
But this thing comes to these people, and then the person died. It came to the person and it died.
I guess it's almost... You know what? It's weird because you would think, why would it die? It's because there's something that he can linger. Oh my God, linger to where people can... That he does something to them, and like you said, they die of unnatural causes. That's what I'm being told for some reason. Now, the thing is, what level of kind of demon he is. Upper level. I would say he's up anywhere like from, I'm hearing like 9 to 10. So he's got some potential in him. He's one of the main ones that can really hurt people. Just the fear of seeing him can make people have a heart attack, is what I'm just told. So that could mean that person that you said that died of a heart attack because were so in shock that they didn't think.
So that person saw it?
Yeah, that person died of a heart attack. They had a stroke in front of them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I'm being told. It's funny because I'm getting chills. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. And that's something I don't mess with. And I've been told too that I should go into demonology because I can pick up on stuff like that. But I tell them no, thank you, because it's not something that I
stay away
would
from.
Want to mess with. Yeah. I mean, I know that because there are some psychics that are real good. Like Lorraine Warren was good because I know there was one picture that you sent me that what you told me that it was them, and it was them. They did do that picture. But see, with her, she was a psychic / demonologist, so she had the psychic ability plus that demonology to cast them out. There are certain psychics that have an extra gift that when they go to a very high vibration, when it comes to demonology, they have to go not low, but they have to go within that same frequency to get to cast them out. So if there was a psychic / demonologist there in this time, I don't know if they contacted him, but in this picture, I don't even think they contacted, because every time they would, that thing would just disappear. It wouldn't reappear. That's what I'm being told. It would not reappear.
I've never seen that picture before. I've never seen anybody post it. I've never seen it before. I mean, it's the strangest thing. That's why I'm really glad I was able to present this picture. So let's go on to, let's see, what's our next one?
The cemetery ghost child.
Yeah, this one. I've always wanted to know about this one. So let me read about it. Okay, it's called The Cemetery Ghost Child. This picture was taken by Mrs. Andrews while on a visit to her daughter's grave at a cemetery in Queensland, Australia in the 1940s. Mrs. Andrews saw nothing unusual while taking this photograph of her daughter's tombstone. But when she got it developed, she was shocked to see the apparition of what was sitting on the grave. Mrs. Andrews was unable to recognize the child, nor believed it to be the ghost of her daughter in her youth. Upon further investigation, paranormal researchers found that the grave site of Mrs. Andrews' daughter to be near the graves of 2 infant girls. And the ghost in this picture seems to be aware of Mrs. Andrews' presence as she's looking directly at her while she takes the picture. So let me go here.
I'm looking at it too.
All right, hold on.
Honestly, as you're discussing this, when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing a boy.
Okay.
I'm seeing a boy. I'm not seeing a female. I'm seeing a boy.
Okay.
Okay. He is in that cemetery ground, but he's not close to her at all. I would say he's probably... Okay, hold on. Why did I just hear that? Hold on. Okay, that's weird. I keep hearing... Okay, that was just something that's trying to... I want to say to the left. To the left. I want to say 1, 2, 4. Like maybe the 4th stone. And he visits children. He's almost like a child. I want to say he was probably, by looking at the picture, because he's it looks like he's either kneeling or like walking, but you can't even see his feet. For some reason, I want to say maybe it was about 3 or 4. 3 or 4-ish, but I'm getting more 3 than anything.
He looks
and he visits children, and I do feel that there was probably a connection between him and the daughter, which means that there was probably supposedly another child on the way, but she had a miscarriage. Okay, so that could have been a brother in a past life that came to visit her, which makes absolutely no sense.
Chibateri, this picture was taken in the 1940s. She wanted to know when it was taken.
Honestly, I don't know what you call those type of cameras, because in my head, I'm seeing ones where these are old, where you just flash it.
Oh, the Polaroid?
And it comes out.
Yeah, it's a Polaroid.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, if that was a Polaroid, there's no negative.
There, see, back then they didn't have negatives.
But she might have had a Kodak camera, an old Kodak that had film.
Yeah, because Polaroid, they would just come out, like you would take a picture and it would just come out at the bottom.
Yeah, that's a Polaroid, but you can't do anything with that. You'd have to scan it, and they didn't have scanners. I don't know when this was posted on the internet, but I'm assuming what they did was, like I said, they used film. It was film in those days, and they would have had the pictures on those little film clips that they give you. They give you the negatives when you get your pictures back. So somebody may have scanned that and put it on the internet. I don't know how it got there.
Yeah, and it does look like, I would say that it was like you said, they must have had some kind of ancient thing to get that picture, because that's very detailed. And nowadays, pictures like this, all these old pictures, to be honest with you, they don't come out so clear anymore. I guess for some reason I'm being told that that they were more active before I was even born, because I was not even born during this time. But most of the pictures, I'm not saying all of them, but there's a few that a lot of them did want to interact with people. And now to catch pictures of a full body apparition, it's very rare, because of the level and the vibration they do. Unless if they want to be acknowledged, then they have a story to be told. So
well, what's strange about this picture is that there's an arm that looks a little bit longer. It looks a little bit big for a little guy like that. He's only about 3 years old, and that arm looks kind of big, and it's under something because he's transparent, so it's under. And then there's that swish of light, a streak going across him. You don't see the other arm, and you don't know if he's sitting or standing because he's transparent. But I think you're right. I think it is a little boy.
He does not look like a girl at all. I mean, I know some girls would have to have it's what I call a mushroom haircut, but he doesn't have a mushroom haircut, like where he's got that little wavy haircut going on. I'm being told that it is a boy, and for some reason he was drawn to this stone. And you know what's weird? And okay, I was going to ask you one question, then don't tell me anything. When was this picture taken? What year?
Hold on. Let me get. I think it was 1947. I believe I said.
Okay, you know what I just heard, and I find this very weird.
Oh, 1940s, honey. They just said 1940s in Australia.
You know what I just heard?
What?
That whoever his child was reincarnated. And he remembers this. Now the question is, the kid still still living?
This child's reincarnated?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
As a boy or a girl?
Ooh, that was weird when you said that. When you said if it was boy or girl, I heard girl.
Interesting.
And the thing about the hair, this girl is blonde, by the way.
Yes.
I want to say, since this was in the 1940s, for some reason, I don't know why, but maybe she told the family that she remembers a story, but I'm seeing I want to say 11. Okay, when she told the story, when she remembers a past life, that my mom, I was an angel, a guardian angel. and now I want to say in this time frame, about 19 or 20 right now. I don't see anything older than that. I'm seeing growing up to an adult. But she has not came out to tell her story because she doesn't want people thinking that she's crazy, that she came back from the 1940s, which some spirits, people don't think that people can come back and remember their past lives. Well,
but the thing is, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's okay. That I do believe in reincarnation because I'm reincarnated of somebody else too, which I can't discuss.
You're reincarnated?
Mm-hmm.
And you know?
I've been reincarnated. Well, I've been reincarnated more than once, I know. But in one lifetime, I know that I was, that I lived in the 1800s in New Orleans. So that gives you an idea of who I was. And I was also a descendant of somebody else.
Wow. That
passed away. And people, as a matter of fact, people still ask her for stuff. So that gives you an idea of who I was related to. Wow. And I have a picture of myself, what I look like in that time frame. I would just have to look for it.
Wow.
So, yeah, I do believe in reincarnation, and I remember that lifetime. And that's why I'm going to tell you one thing. I've never been in New Orleans, but I swear to you, it seems like home to me. I've never been there. I've never traveled there, even before the COVID. I've never been there.
Oh, New Orleans?
But yes, I've never been there.
It.
But the thing is, I know it like it's on the back of my mind. Mm-hmm. Like I know where I used to live. I've never been there, but I would love to go there. But I've never been there. But I could swear, like I remember it, like on the back of my head.
Now this picture of this little boy, he's wearing clothes that are dated, and since he's that age, yes, he would have been wearing clothes. I'm assuming could only be from his time. Now we don't know. This could be from the 1800s as well, because we don't know when he passed.
No, we don't.
But the clothes look really, they look really old, really dated. To me, anyway.
Honestly, you know what? When I'm looking at it, even though it's black and white, but I'm seeing like a shirt that's buttons.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can.
I'm seeing a button-up shirt, even though it's not like you can't really zoom in because like he's just an outline. You don't know if he's standing or kneeling, like you said.
Well,
but I could swear like he's wearing one of those a button-up shirt, but it's a nightgown for a little boy.
Oh, he's
that's
definitely.
What I'm getting.
Yeah, I just really enlarged it.
But you really, but you can't really tell because it's you really can't tell. Mm-mm. Yeah, you just it's really hard to tell because but yeah, it's actually kind of weird because
that's a strange picture, Chris, because I really enlarged it and I got it on top of you. Sorry, but now why that grave? And it's really, I see there's a name, but I can't barely make it out. But I'm telling you, that arm does not look natural. It's an enlarged arm. If that arm, and you could see the wrist, it shouldn't be that big. He's the little guy, and that looks like a regular size arm there. I don't know, it's weird. And his other arm is behind. He's got it looks like a short sleeve on the other arm, but a long sleeve here. It's a strange picture. Gee, I wonder if I could see who might be on that grave. Something James E. I wonder if that's him. I can't read it. Oh.
Neither can I. I'm trying to zoom in. You know what? I can show you how close I can zoom in. This is as close as I can get.
Oh, I got it bigger than that on YouTube.
I can't zoom in on that.
Well, this is very interesting.
Tried. I'm just like, I can't zoom in at all on that.
Well, I'm just wondering if that's his grave or a parent or somebody, because he's sitting on this particular grave. But it's very interesting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next one. All right. Okay, so this one here. Hope everybody can see that. This is called the Pickens County Courthouse Ghost. Okay, so this is known as the face in the window. The mysterious face staring out of the Pickens County Courthouse in Carlton, Alabama, one of Alabama's best known ghosts. It can be sighted anytime, day or night, and it's constantly staring out of that window. The story revolves around a former slave named Henry Wells, freed at the end of the Civil War. Legend has it he was accused of burning the courthouse to ashes. He was arrested but pursued by a lynch mob. Wells is said to have fled to hide in the attic of the third courthouse, which was under construction. As the angry mob searched frantically for him, Wells peered out of a window to watch. Lightning struck him at that very moment and forever etched his face on that window. Can you guys all see that? It is Can you see it? It is widely believed to this day that the ghostly face of Henry Wells continues to peer down from the courthouse in that window. And let me hold on for a second. Let me go to you. And this is what, 4?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Because I can see it on the screen, so I don't have to like go through the messenger. It's actually, you know what, it's actually helping me because now I can see it.
Okay.
That is, you know what? When you said that they took this picture, to me, I want to say it's an adult. Don't know why I'm getting that. You know what? It's weird. I want to say, you know how those because you said that this was in the county courthouse.
Yeah, it was in Alabama, and he was a freed slave.
Wow, because when I'm looking at this picture, I'm seeing a mental institution. That I'm seeing that this person was in a mental institution, so they would see him there also. He would just appear there. But this picture is somewhere else. So that is weird that I'm... excuse me, my throat. But I am seeing like I want to say like almost like a mental institution, like a state hospital. Because I'm being told that this person, they lost it. They just completely lost it. Like, they're just not... they would accuse him of, like, talking to himself. And it just seems weird to me. Now, the question is this picture real? I'm being told no. But even though they did get it. But then again, I'm not here to call the person out that that they did a false picture.
Well, we don't know who took it.
Yeah, and there's no. I mean, because these pictures are old, but it's weird because I'm seeing state hospital. So whoever this person was also in the state hospital.
Is that picture? I mean, is that a real person in that window? Or is that fake?
Honestly, if it was a real person, hold on. Yes, it was.
That's a real person in the window?
Yes, ma'am. The only thing is that they didn't put their face close to the camera, so they can see almost like a outline. So whoever took the picture was probably passing by, so they were outside when they did this. And even though this window, and it's weird because I'm looking at the picture, and I could swear this window goes this way. It slides this way. Slides. That's what I got. Slides. But I will tell you that this picture, it's an actual person. It's not spirit.
Really? Somebody's saying it looks like a Halloween mask.
And when I'm seeing the picture, I'm looking it through, if I go back in time in that picture, you know how when you face the window, you're facing front? Well, I'm told that they were at an angle, sideways. So they went like that, and you can see them leaning against the wall. So that's what I'm getting.
It's a real person, it's not a ghost?
No, it's not.
Interesting.
To me, I would say that it's not. And it's funny because as I'm looking at the picture, there's people in the chat that say it's not real either. So, but even before they said that, when I looked at that picture, I said, no, it's not real. That's an actual person. Now, with the question of that, when you said it looks like a mask, it could pass as a mask. Seriously, it could pass as a mask. But since they were on the outside and the person was on the inside, it just looks weird. I can't explain it. It just looks weird to me.
Yeah, it's a really a wide face, and it's really like a square face. Very unusual.
Yeah. So it's to me it just looks weird.
Do you think that was set up to be a ghost picture on purpose?
Well, that's funny you said that, because when I'm looking at it, I was told that they did that to get attention on the courthouse, not the spirit or a natural person. They wanted attention to the location because there were claims of other spirits on the backside of that courthouse, but not where that window is, on the backside of that courthouse. So there was claims of that courthouse was very haunted. And it's funny, I'm being told that because it says, I'm being told right here, I'm getting pressure on the head, on the side, almost like getting hit in the head on the side. So there's probably something more to that, because empathically, I'm picking something else, like somebody's almost like hitting me. Don't know why, but that's what I'm picking up.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so okay, let's go to, let's see, that was what number? Okay, so let's go to number 5. All right, this one, okay. All right, this is the ghost of Oak Grove, Kentucky, also known as the Ghost Bridge. It is surrounded by several different versions of the story, but only one of them can be verified. The ghost roaming the bridge is an unfortunate wife who was thrown off the bridge into the water and killed by her soldier husband in the 1960s. One story also mentions that on a certain night you can see her decomposing body walking the area under the bridge or on top of the bridge. It is said that if you happen to turn on your car off on the bridge, it will not start again unless you push it off the bridge or until the sun comes up. So what can you tell us about this one?
This one? About the bridge?
About the ghost. Do you see
that one? Yeah, I'm looking at it. Hold on, I'm trying to get it real quick. Hold on.
This
Where
is
in the
what,
world did
5?
I look? I was trying to look for it. Oh my god, I hate this. Because I'm trying to look for the picture. Hold on and see if it shows up. Okay, that picture. Okay, there it goes. I'm looking at it. Okay. That picture by the bridge. I'm being told that there's a waterfall on the side of it. You can't see it though, but there is a waterfall. Okay. And it's a mysterious wife looking for her husband. Don't know anything about that, but that's what I'm being told. So it really is interesting because that's what I'm seeing. So whoever this woman is looking for her husband. And there is a wave, like I told you. Okay. And oh man, she drowned by that bridge. Now, is the picture real? Hold on. Okay, what I was told is that they did catch the picture, but it was further away. But they zoomed in to make it look to be closer. So it was closer, is what I was told. Now is the picture real? I'm being told yes.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Okay, is it from the 1960s or earlier? She's got it.
That was weird. You know when you zoomed in on the YouTube?
Yeah.
You know what I just got?
What?
And it's weird and I could see some things in motion, and even though it's a picture, when you zoomed into it, I swear like I saw it moving. Like I actually saw her moving.
Really?
I don't know what that means. That's never happened to me. But I want to tell you, it's funny when you said the 1960s. If you asked me if it was in the 1960s,
yeah,
it was after.
It looks earlier. She's got a long cape on.
Yeah, it was like a little bit earlier than the 1960s. I would say for some reason, I was going to say the 1950s. Like 1957, 56.
I'd say really? I'd say the early 1900s. She has a long dress on. She has a cape, and it looks like it might be over her head. And that's something that would happen in the 1800s. Or maybe 1900, but nothing earlier, nothing later than that, to me anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is really hard to tell, to be honest with you. But it's what I'm picking up, so I'm going with what my guys are telling me. So, but there is. I could swear, like, it's weird that when you did that, I could swear, like, I could see her moving, like I was like remote viewing for a second, and I felt like she was coming to me. And what I just told is, "Can you help me?"
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What does she want you to do for her?
She wants her story to be recognized. And the thing is, she has a lot to say, because I was told that she was murdered, and that's why I kept. And it's weird because I'm seeing water. Yeah, I'm seeing water. So it's weird because I was just, and I didn't mean. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to remote view, but I could swear, like, I could see her coming towards me through the picture, like she was using the picture as a. Okay, that was weird. I just heard that. Okay, now that wasn't just me.
What did you hear?
And my portal. She's using the picture as a portal to come through. So anyone that psychically connects to her, she uses the picture as a portal or as a vortex, is what she's telling me.
Wow.
Vortex.
Wow, that's interesting. So she's trying to connect with you?
Yes, she is. The thing is that she's trying to get a name, but hold on. I'm getting like the name Annie, or with a letter A. Like a letter A name. Don't know why. So,
Okay.
So she was trying to connect. That's a first.
Wow.
And even so, that already tells me that that there are some pictures that there can be a portal with them.
Wow. It's interesting. Never knew that.
So, I was just told, that's why when you were talking, I heard I, and then I heard vortex portal / portal. So I was like, okay, you're telling me that you're coming through, and I heard, yes, I am. And it was like, I swear, like I actually could see myself in the picture, not so like physically, but spiritually, astral traveling or astral projection, and she was coming towards me. So when you zoomed in, it was like she was coming right out of the picture, which is kind of weird.
Wow. Interesting. Does she want you to stay on this image?
Does she want me to stay on this picture?
Yeah.
She says yes, but she knows I'm busy. And then I just heard, okay, that was weird. I don't know what if it's my guides talking to me, but it's weird. She goes, I know of you, Chris. Okay, that's weird. Don't even know why I heard that.
Wow, that's
so that already tells me that there's a connection between me and her. And that even though there's people with old pictures or just anything for that matter, on the other side, they know of the people that are real good with connecting. And she knows me. Don't ask me how. I guess she's talking to the upper people up there, so she does know me. Wow. That's weird, because that's why I was freaking out. I was like, okay, this is getting kind of weird.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's blowing me away, and I'm the one that's hearing it. So basically, even though I know you're asking me if these pictures are real legit, is like my gifts are tuned in, almost like a reading. So I'm already opened up. Right when we started talking, they said you're gonna start reading these pictures like if you're doing a reading on them. So it was like my guides are helping me with these pictures. So they are telling me that this picture is real. You would swear like it could be like the 1970s, but it's a little bit later than that. Much later, because you said it was a 1940s.
It was no, supposedly. Now that's the story. Now somebody may have made up that story.
Okay, well, that was weird. I just said, did you just hear that? I must have been channeling, because did you say anything about 1940s when this picture was done, or did you say 1950s? No,
1960. The story that I got from the web was 1960, killed by the soldier husband. I threw her over the bridge.
There you go. Oh my God. You just validated me, because when you said bridge, does it say anything?
Yeah, she's on that bridge.
Water.
Yeah, she's on that bridge. That's where they took the picture, and that's where she appears, on that bridge. And that's the bridge where her soldier husband threw her over. But the thing about it is, we don't know if that story's true or not. We don't know who put that story on there, who it was. No, these stories aren't validated, So there could be another story.
I must be really channeling deep in this picture. She's not going to leave me alone, I was just told.
Really?
Yes. And the thing is, even though it's a long old picture, but people don't know the true side of everything. And it was weird. It was almost like I was channeling, and lately I've been doing that. That's another thing I didn't tell you. That usually some of the spirits, they come to me. It's like they come to me, and they come. How can I explain it? Do you remember the movie Ghost?
Yes.
Or where that people enter Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh yeah.
That's what they're doing to me. But instead of entering fully into me, they're using my voice, and they're speaking. Their voice is coming through my mouth. So if I say something that I wasn't getting message from spirit, it's actually from them. So when when you said the 1960s, I just caught myself and I said 1940s. So that tells me right now that this picture was back in the 1940s. I channeled her. So it goes deeper than that. And then about the bridge, what did I say him? I mean her, that was just weird. Okay, see, I'm doing it again. That he was throwing her off the bridge. And I'm being told to tell you that is true. He did throw her off the bridge. But the thing is, was there water? Yes, there was. So when she came out of this picture, she was soaking wet. And her hair, I'm being told her hair was like all like, you know how like when you come out of the shower, your hair is just all really just dripping? Like when you just look like you know that you died, but you're just in disbelief. So she came in a way to where if you would see her face to face, she would terrify you, because her face was so pale. Because when he threw her off the water, she drowned and she looked as white as Casper. So if she was real fake, like right in front of you, she would terrify you, because you would swear that she seemed like she was either traumatized or possessed or something like that, but she was not. It was something that so I don't know.
So did she say it was from the 40s and not 1800s?
No, it was not.
That's quite an outfit she has on.
Yeah, that's weird, because when you said 1960s, I caught myself and I said 1940s, so I was channeling her. That's weird. And I could swear, like when I was looking at the picture, it like moved. And I know it was not you that did it because I saw her moving. And then when I saw her moving, she moved a little bit, and then she put herself back to almost make it seem like I was seeing things. But then I told her telepathically, I know what I saw, so don't do that again. Yeah. I told her, don't do that again because you freaked me out.
And you can't get a name from her.
Well, I got the name Annie. That's all I get. It's like a name Anne Marie, or Anne something.
And okay. And was her husband a soldier that threw her off the bridge?
Was he a soldier? Okay, I'm asking her right now. Okay, I'm being told Soviet Union soldier.
Well, that's not from here. That's Russia.
Well, he must have been traveling during that time. So he traveled. He was in other wars. But he wasn't American, but he did travel up there.
That's interesting. So I don't, then ask her if she's Russian.
Okay, I just got a direct answer. No.
So was she married to the man that threw her off the bridge?
I was going through a divorce.
Oh.
She was becoming a widow. So in other words, they had marital problems. Because she told me to say that, okay, is that you talking, or is it just spirit? She goes, no, that's me. She goes that he was having an affair with another woman. And when she confronted him, they were walking to a park, and that's where that bridge is.
Interesting.
As a matter of fact, she wants justice. That's another thing. She wants justice.
Well, let her know her husband's probably dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is weird.
Well, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. Wow. All right, let's go to tell her goodbye, Chris.
I know I will.
All right, let's do the Ghost of Waverly Hills. All right, the Ghost of Waverly Hills. Now, Waverly Hills opened July 26 of 1910. Welcome to Waverly Hills Sanitarium, a medical facility that was once dedicated to treat patients suffering from tuberculosis long before the modern cure was discovered. Without antibiotics, the hospital provided the only known cure at the time, that was fresh air and sunshine. The patients spent the majority of their time in the solarium. There were many other unethical ways that were used to treat patients, which were downright dangerous, and only 5% of the patients survived the treatment. It is believed that as many as 8,000 patients died, and they were thrown down a chute and then taken out of the building through an underground tunnel. This method of disposing the bodies was kept confidential by doctors who wanted patients to be unaware of the number of dead bodies. But with the discovery of the antibiotic that could successfully treat and cure the tuberculosis, the sanitarium was closed down June of 1961. Many believe that the spirits of the patients still roam about the hospital in search of answers. The most famous being of a named Mary Lee, who happened to contract the disease. But the story takes a horrific twist when she was found hanging from a light in room 502. Some believe she took her life after she found out that she was pregnant with a child from one of the doctors and was unmarried. Tragically, her body lay undiscovered for a long time. The picture above is a ghostly figure captured on the camera who is believed to be Mary Lee, forever roaming the hospital corridors. So, what about
interesting?
This one?
You know what's so weird? I know this is legit too. I've heard about the Waverly Hills. I've never been there. That's another place I would love to go and do my gifts and use them. But this is real. She was pregnant. And okay, now this girl's cussing. Okay, now that I cannot say. Okay.
She's
sorry.
Swearing?
She's not swearing. She's cussing. Like she hates him. You don't even want to know what she's saying.
Oh.
Okay, I'm telling her to calm down. Hold on. Okay. He did kill her.
He killed her.
And he had rage. And he killed her. And there was more to it because there was something that he was not telling her. That he was, okay, now that's interesting. He was having an affair with one of the nurses that worked there. Yeah.
Was she a nurse or a patient?
Hold on. Nurse/patient. So she used to work there, but then she was helping other people. So she was both. But I was told more that she was more patient than anything. But she did work there for a while. But that's not in the story, though, because she didn't want to tell people that she was working there. Or it seemed like she worked there. You want to know why? Because she said, I volunteered. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up.
I would love to go to that location.
Oh.
Seriously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's weird because as I'm looking at the picture, I'm just seeing another spirit coming through. Not in the picture, but I can hear them. And it's like an echo. I'm hearing echo. There's a lot of people that want to talk, but I'm telling them no, because it's not the time. So, yeah. And then you said 502, right? The room 502?
Room 502. Yeah, that's haunted.
Yes, it is. Okay, that was weird. And I don't know any prior knowledge to that. Okay, why do I see 505? I don't know why. I think all seeing all on the 5th level, they have a lot of them that come and want to talk to psychics. And not everybody was treated right there. They abused people there.
On the 5th floor?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Wow. So she committed suicide, though. He didn't. Did he? She committed the suicide. She hung herself in that room.
Honestly, that's what they claim, that she hung herself.
Yeah.
But she didn't do it. He did it to make it look like she did. He put her body and everything around her to make it look like she did it.
Interesting. Wow. Oh, I never thought about that. Wow.
That's just pretty.
Are you picking anything else up off of that picture?
I was in the 20. In my 20s.
And that picture is her?
That picture? I'm looking at it as close as I can. Hold on. I would say it was her. I don't see that why it shouldn't be her. I would say that I would say it's like it was her. There's no doubt. Because I'm looking at her and I'm looking at the picture. It was her.
Okay.
It was her.
Okay. So, can we move on to the next picture? Are you ready with that one?
I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to close myself off from the pictures because I know they're like the one with the bridge and then this one. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We can go with the next one.
All right. Let me go up. Let's see. Okay. So, all right. This one is called The Wedding Ghost, and that's number 7. The Wedding Ghost. Okay. All right. So, a local barn in Hertfordshire, England, there was a wedding photographer, Neil Sandbach, was all set for the wedding and started taking pictures of the area. Not long after the wedding, upon developing the photos, Neil discovered something shocking, something that sent chills down his spine. The photograph showed a glowing and clearly floating boy in white clothes staring right at him. He asked the staff if there had been any strange or bizarre incidents that might have occurred at the farm. The staff admitted to several encounters with what seemed to be the ghost of a boy in night clothes roaming about the farm and sometimes blankly staring from behind the walls. So who the ghost actually was and his story both are shrouded in mystery to this date.
And it's called The Wedding Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes. Number 7.
Okay, that's weird. I'm getting pains right here. Don't know why. Pressure points. It's weird. I'm getting a weird sensation. Okay. This picture, I'm just getting like a negative feeling to it.
Is that a boy in that picture?
Honestly, I heard girl.
Yeah. It looks like it has a dress.
Yes, it's a girl. It's weird because when I was looking at it, I just got this pain right here. So I don't know why, but it almost seems like I forget what you call those places when you have like weddings.
Oh, bridesmaid.
I forget what you call them. Like when you rent them. I can't think of it. I'm tongue-tied right now. Okay, that's weird. I just heard that. It was weird. I heard a ballroom. It was like a ballroom. Bar room. Can't even talk, sorry. So there was a bar room. That's the best way to describe it. It's like a bar room or a place where they would have gatherings.
Uh-huh. It's a barn.
Yeah. So that's what I was told. So that picture, I don't know why I'm getting that weird pain. It's weird and I didn't feel it before. But it is a female, that I will tell you.
Yeah, to me it looks like a female as well.
Yeah, Yes, it's not a boy, it's not a young man. It's a female, definite. That's what I'm getting.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, it looks. Yeah, can see the face, see the dress. The arm looks like it's up on her chest. Is that a real picture?
Honestly, I was told yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes, it was. It was an honest pic. It was a true picture. But the thing is that they got it at a very short angle, like maybe like half of the body.
Yeah, she was peeking. Well, she was peeking behind a building.
Yes, so that was a picture. So they got like a outline of the person, not a full where you could see. Oh, she didn't want to reveal herself. That's why.
You know what I think? Probably she was peeking and was curious to see what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. She was curious on what he was doing because she wanted to know. Because there was something that she was, okay, that's weird, investigating. And there were some people with that wedding that she did not trust. So she didn't want to see, she didn't want people to see her face. Otherwise, she knew that she just didn't want to be acknowledged. And that one person that saw her couldn't tell who she was because she didn't show her face. So the person that took the picture would have known who she was, but since she showed half a face, it was further apart, so he couldn't really get an identity because there was something that, like you said, she wanted to know what this guy was about.
Well, they were having a wedding, which probably stirred up activity, and she happened to be seen that night. She probably does it a lot when they have weddings or activity or parties or whatever, but she happened to be seen that night or caught on camera.
Yeah. And it's weird because when I told you it was a ballroom, I think that's the best way to put it. I think those are, to this day, these are places that could be considered a ballroom or bar room or something similar to that. So yeah, that she was there, and this is a real picture.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good to know. All right. Are you ready to move on to number 8?
Okay, that one I didn't see because I'm seeing that.
I sent you a new one.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking at it right. Oh, did you send it through Messenger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot to do it, so I had to send you one.
Okay, that one about the one coming down the stairs, I already told you.
Okay, hold on. Let me talk about it. Okay. Hold your horses, Chris. Okay. All right, so this one is number 8, and this is Brown. I don't know why they call her the Brown Lady, but she's the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall of England. So her name was Dorothy Townsend, or the Brown Lady, is the ghost said to haunt Raynham Hall. Her appearance in the 1820s caused all the staff to permanently leave the property. According to legend, Dorothy's husband, Lord Townsend, married her in 1713, then locked her in Raynham Hall. Lord Townsend supposedly buried her alive in 1726. Locked her up in the hall where she would live the rest of her years. In 1926, she was apparently seen on the oak staircase. 10 years later, in 1936, 2 professionals set up in Raynham Hall to see if they could get a picture of the ghost supposedly haunting the hall. During their visit, they took the most famous ghost picture of all time, showing the Brown Lady on the oak staircase. Photography experts say the photograph is genuine and there is no explanation for the apparition. So what are your thoughts?
Honestly, with that picture, it's truthful. I I'm seeing like a Victorian house.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I can't believe I did that. That's the wrong picture. I got to go back to the other one. All right, well, go ahead. I thought I had... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
You know, if
like
you go
Victorian
on...
picture or Victorian energy to it.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that she still comes down those stairs. And the more that she comes down, she's been doing it for years, that for some reason she comes out stronger as more, where you can see a silhouette of her face and her outline. So she still comes down that house or that, and it's like almost like Victorian energy, even though I'm looking at the name of the house, that it was England, but it seems like Victorian house. It was built like a Victorian house. And it's weird because I'm seeing like 3 levels, like one stairs, and then another long one way up. So it was a huge house, very huge, is what I'm being told.
Well, it's a hall.
Yeah, a hall, but I'm being told. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, it is. It's a huge mansion. Now, this picture that I'm showing, I had to go back because the other picture, there are many pictures of this image on the web. But I found a website from the UK that had this story with this particular picture. Now, the other picture I captured on the web doesn't look anything like this one. That's why I'm more in tune to show this one than the other one. And I forgot to change it out because this one to me looks like a skeleton. I don't like this one. This one to me looks phony. I'm not sure, but... I don't know if you can see the YouTube channel or not, but these are 2 different images. And there are quite a few images, and I'm not sure if this one's even the real one.
Well, I'm being told that one of them is, and one of them was fraud. But you can't really tell the difference because they okay, that's weird. They copyrighted it. That's what they did. They copyrighted it. They took the image and made it more, almost like more clear to where you could see it. As I'm looking down, I'm looking at the picture, even though to me, you know, where she's wearing a long dress, like you can't even see her legs.
Oh no, you're seeing the back part of her. She's holding her dress up in the front so she can walk up the steps, and you're seeing the back end of her. And this was from the 1800s. 1700s, and that's what they wore. They wore the long dresses. But it's weird because, like I said, if you go on the web, you'll get many different images of this ghost. But I think the one that I captured from the UK website is more, might be more to the real picture. The other one I was showing was cleaned up, and they zoomed in more to it, so you could see the banister going through the image.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing is, to me, is that the picture, they did copyright it, and they made it more, I guess, real-like is what I'm hearing. And then the picture that you saw, you were called out on it because it's more real than the other one that's on the web. Because web, it's really hard to tell.
Well, there's many images of that brown lady.
You know what's funny? Before you showed me this picture, when we scheduled this, of the show today, I was looking at this and I'm like, where have I seen this picture before? And like, I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. It's like I've seen it before. Like I could see her coming down the steps. I don't know why. It seems like I got that deja vu feeling. Like I had a weird feeling that you were going to show me this picture, and I don't know why. But this picture is more legit than the other one. I will tell you that.
Which one are you looking at? The one I sent you on Messenger?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
The other one, it's not. No, it's not. That other one is more phony, is what I heard.
Yeah. Okay, that's.
But the thing is that they're telling me that with both pictures, when we're not on air or whatever, they're telling me for you to put them like together and start looking at the background, and you're going to see similarities of that. If they could have put an image to where she could come out more clear, anything that looks out of the ordinary, you're going to know what it is. And they're telling me that with your own intuition, you're going to know.
Let's see. Okay, so the one I'm showing you with her in the same shot. Just thinking, maybe. Well, they did something to the image to make it more transparent.
more silhouette, so where you can see her face. Because I could swear, like, when I'm seeing her, you can't see. You could just see a shadow outline. But in my mind, I'm seeing long blonde hair, colored eyes, and I'm looking at the picture, and she was blonde. She had highlights, real long hair, and I'm seeing like a long a dress that she would sleep in. That was her sleeping dress. Okay, I don't know why I'm being told, but I'm hearing the word mistress.
I don't know anything about her.
I don't know either, but that's what I heard. That's weird. I don't know what that means. Maybe there was another mistress.
Oh, that's right. The husband, she was fooling around with another man, and so he locked her up. This was 1700s, and he locked her up. So she died.
Wow.
She never escaped that room. She died in that room, in that hall. I guess that hall. Oh, so what I'm thinking, that hall must have been an old mansion at one time, and then they turned it into the Rynham Hall.
Yeah, because it just seems like that. Like, I don't know why, but it just seems like this one's more legit than the other one. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but it's weird.
Wait a minute, the one I'm showing on YouTube right now?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. So whatever you were called out when you looked at it, I was told that you have very good intuition. Even though you don't know like too much of the background and this and that. But they told you that there's more to it.
There's more to the story?
There's more to it, yeah. And it's funny because, yeah, that's what I picked up. It's a mistress. And so he was having an affair. And then for some reason I'm being told that that other woman killed her. Or not, killed her, pushed her down the steps, okay? And that's all she remembers. So that's why she keeps going down that steps. She was pushed.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, whatever they write on the web doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
Yeah. And that's the thing about the web. It's, the web has changed so much. It's ridiculous. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. It's ridiculous. There are so many things that you just, I don't know. It's like it's hard to tell what's legit and what's not. But if you go with your intuition, 9 out of 10, you're going to be right. That's why when I looked at all these pictures, I'm going by what my guys are telling me. And I know they're not going to just sit there and tell me a lie. So that's what I was told. So, yeah.
Okay. So she was killed by his mistress.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so number 9. Okay. Number 9. This is the tulip staircase ghost. Now, if you look in this picture, I cropped the image that was at the bottom of the staircase. So I kind of enlarged it for you so you could see it a little bit better. I mean, the image is clearly there. All right, so let me tell you about this one. The Reverend Ralph Hardy, a retired clergyman from White Rock, British Columbia, took this now famous photograph in 1966. He had intended merely to photograph the elegant spiral staircase known as the Tulip Staircase. The Tulip Staircase is found in the Queen's House section of the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, England. Once developed, the photo revealed a shrouded figure climbing up the staircase, seeming to hold on to the railing with both hands. Many experts who examined the original negative, including some from Kodak, concluded that the negative had not been tampered with. The 400-year-old building is credited with several other apparitions. A figure of a pale woman frantically mopping blood at the bottom of the Tulip Staircase, who had reputedly been thrown from the highest banister, plunging 50 feet to her death. Doors open, doors slam, children chanting, footsteps, a woman who glides across the balcony and then passes through the wall on the west side. So what are you picking up from this picture?
This one, it said it wasn't messed with, correct?
Hold on.
Yeah,
they said it was real.
Right
they said it was real. Whoops, wrong one. Whoop, yeah, there it is. Supposedly, I mean, that's what you get on the internet. Who knows?
For some reason, I'm getting like an icky feeling about that one. Don't know why. I'm getting like a weird feeling like, no, it's not. No. Even though, and it's weird because when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing a man like struggling for his life. I don't know why, I just see like a man, and you can't even make the face out. It could be a woman, but I'm seeing a man. But then again, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like there's long hair, but to me it just looks like a male. Because I know back in the days there was men that did have long hair.
Yeah.
So now the picture, is it truthful? It's kind of like in the middle. It's very hard to tell, but I would say that I don't know. I don't want to say yes. I want to say no.
It's not the real deal.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm being told no.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So let's go to.
That's why when I looked at it, I was like, this picture looks like, I don't know, it just. That is weird.
So they faked that picture. Could it be a real person down there?
Honestly?
Or did they do it by Photoshop or?
Okay, it was a real person.
It's a real person?
Yes.
But it's not a ghost?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. That just looks to me, there's just no way. Because you could almost see like it's solid. Like I could see like the hand looks really solid. It's not see-through like the one before this one. It's not see-through at all. You could see the arms like holding on the rail, and you can actually see the head. It's not like see-through.
It looks like he has a, well, it looks like he has a cape on. With a hood.
Yeah, and it's like he's bowing on his head, like bowing on the steps, like he's saying, "Don't kill me." But even though we can't see what's behind him, but I think he was either overdosed or something, so he was trying to call out for help, and he was trying to go up the steps. It's what I was told. So, but even though we can't see who's behind him, But that's the feeling in what I'm being told.
Somebody said, could it be a nun?
Could it be a nun? I was looking at that too at the comments because I'm trying to keep up with everybody. I'm being told no.
Okay. So it's a man?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I mean, other people might think it's a woman, but to me, I'm just getting mad. But with the hood over him.
So was this picture doctored?
What do you mean? Okay, say it again.
Well, was it doctored up? Did they make it dark on purpose? Like the background is black and the image isn't really visible. It's like blackened. Was this picture fixed? You know, like photoshopped?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now I know what you meant by that. Because I was like, what did you say? I was like, what did you say?
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's go on to the last picture we have then. Hold on. Let's see.
Okay, let me see what is. Hold on, I'm trying to look for it on Messenger.
The last one.
See, you know what's so crazy? It's been so quiet now. On Messenger.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks. No more messages.
But everybody, with me, everybody wants to talk to me. People want to just chat, this and this and that. I'm like, I'm telling them, I'm busy.
Yeah.
I can't talk to you.
Knock it
you know
off.
what I'm saying? So yeah. But
right.
I'm sorry about that though.
Is there any way that you can silence that claim?
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, okay. You've been silenced, people. Okay, so this is the last one. I love this one. This is it's Bachelor's Grove. It's number 10. The lady sitting in the cemetery.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So this is the ghost of Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Chicago. This photo was taken during an investigation of Bachelor's Grove Cemetery near Chicago by the Ghost Research Society. August 10th of 1991, several members of the GRS were at the cemetery, a small abandoned graveyard on the edge of Rubio Woods, the forest preserve. Reputed to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in the United States, Bachelor's Grove has been the site of well over 100 different reports of strange phenomena, including apparitions, unexplained sights, sounds, and even glowing balls of light. When developed, this image emerged. What looks like a lonely-looking young woman dressed in white sitting on a tombstone. Parts of her body here are partially transparent, and the style of the dress seems to be out of date. So what is your take on this one?
This one, you know, a lot of people don't believe this. But the thing is, what I'm being told is that some spirits can come solid, some of them can come very transparent. So she has the ability to come like both. She is to where she can come as solid because she's been around too long. So it's that she is a spirit. It's not a physical person, because that's what because when I looked, I was like, God, it looked like she's real. But she comes in both forms. She can come as an apparition. She can even come as mostly like solid for like a while, and then she just dissipates because she's using so much energy.
What is she doing there?
It's almost like I'm being told it's like she's lonely. And she's like just depressed because I feel like she has she's lost her family is what I'm being told. And it just doesn't, like, she's just lonely and looking for some companionship and someone to communicate with her. And it's weird because I'm being told she's looking for someone like a medium at that time, or a psychic that she wanted to talk to. Now the question, was there a medium On the team, yes, there was, but the person wasn't interacting because they were afraid to talk. So there was a sensitive there, but they didn't interact with her. I would say that there was some kind of trauma that she went through, and she just felt very lonely about it. She was like looking for closure, and she was also looking for, I want to say like looking for her loved ones too. But it was just that she was alone during this time. She didn't have very much left.
You know how rare it is to capture photos like this. Did
Yes.
she, for some reason, she was visible to this paranormal team? Did she do that on purpose, or this just happened?
Did she do it?
I mean,
to work?
I mean, I'm assuming that ghosts can hide if they want to and not make themselves visible, or
Yes.
she wanted to be made known by this group.
Yes, and I'm honestly, to tell you the truth, she came out solid because she wanted to be seen. Because what you said is true. Some, it's for everybody in the chat and everybody that's watching, even for you too. Some of them, if they want to be seen, they can. For some odd reason, they want to be acknowledged. And it's kind of like they want the team to notice them so they can research on her. So the reason why she did that, did she do it intentionally? I think she did it because she wanted her story to be told. Because I'm being told that she's always came out more of invisible, like you said. And she did not want, and this time she wanted to be seen for some odd reason, because no one, she was asking for help, but no one paid attention to her. Well, so that's why she came through very clear, because it's like you said, it's very rare for anyone to ever catch something like that. You don't ever catch anything like that that's just solid. And she is very transparent, because I'm looking at the legs, and you can see almost like see-through, but from up here, up, down, solid.
Yeah.
So she came out both.
Yeah. Both. Yeah, you could see that the dress parted in the middle of her leg, so you can see her knee, and you see her foot, which is really unusual. Well, you know what happened now is because that paranormal group was able to capture that picture, it's all over the web. Her picture is everywhere. When you pull up famous ghost pictures, she is considered a famous ghost picture. So wow. It happened to her, you know.
Yeah. Yep. So that is a very popular picture, and so that's what I'm saying. If she came out to where she wanted to be seen, girl, I'm gonna tell you right now, she wanted to be seen. There's no definite doubt that because I'm being told, she's telling me, she said, I can make myself disappear and let no one acknowledge me. But this time I did, because I've been lonely at the cemetery where I've just been walking, and I've been waving at people like, hello, I'm right here, and nobody can see her. So this time she said, I want them to know that I'm here, but I'm also transparent, where I can walk through a tombstone, walk right through it, and nobody can see me because no one's open to their gift, or just they're afraid that there is more to the other side than what they realize.
And don't they realize that human beings can't see them?
Honestly, some of them, if they see like an aura around you, they know you can see them. There's certain auras for psychics of us that they know the spirit can see, that we can see them. But some of us, we tend to ignore them. Now, the ones that are very open and psychically aware that they're, most of the time they're accurate, we're more prone to see them than others that just ignore that part of the aspect of the spiritual world, because they think that once you die and you go in the casket, it doesn't continue. but there's a continuation on the other side to where it's different from our physical realm. The vibration is totally different, and it's just of them using so much energy, like electricity and stuff like that. They use so much energy that the more energy they get, the more solid they can come. And if they've been doing it for years, there's some of them that can come as solid, and then where the person can come so solid, but there's only one person that can see them. And there could be somebody that could be like reading the book, like just looking down, and then they could be like, hello, and the person's still looking down, so that person is looking down or even looking up and they don't see them. And it's funny that you mentioned that, because I have a story to tell you.
Okay.
but I don't have no, I think people would think I was nuts, okay? And this happened to me. Okay, I'm going to tell you the name and you're going to freak out. Okay. This was probably sometime last year. I don't remember when. I'm trying to remember what time frame. I want to say it was probably, maybe going into the fall. And I just kept praying for my ancestors, because, like I said, I am a descendant of somebody. I kept praying for signs. I said, please show me that you're near. Show me something. Show me if you can. Show me that you're around. Okay. So I was across the street at the mall, and I was at South Park. You need to look it up. You can look it up when you have time. I was walking across the street, and there was like a restaurant it's still there to this day. And at that time, there was like grass. At that time, that grass was real tall. Okay. And I didn't think anything of it, so I just kept praying a lot, like in my mind, telepathically talking to my ancestors and stuff. So as I'm walking, I usually I would walk straight, but for some reason I walked this, and then I would just turn this way. So I looked down, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm just looking down, and I'm paying attention, because I crossed the street, because there was a where I was crossing the street, that's where the cars would get off the exit. They were coming off of 35. Okay. And what happened was, it freaked me out. And this is not even half of it. I looked down, and I had found a $10 bill. It was nice and folded. It wasn't all crispy and all this. And I'm walking, and I'm like, oh my God. So I said, okay, this is weird. I said, I guess spirit is, somebody brought this to me. It was placed for me to find it at that specific time, because I've always believed that when you find money, it's either your ancestor put it there. Dimes and pennies mean like you're talking to archangels. It just different meanings. That's how I look at it, and that's how I believe in that. There are different signs that come in different ways, and the higher that you find things, that means that you're talking to a very strong spirit or an ancestor, or you're talking to somebody that's a descendant of yours, or somebody that's related to you. So I found the money, and I'm like making the sign across, and I said, thank you, whoever brought that. I said, and then at that time I said, if this is related to my ancestor, who I know since I'm related to her in some sort of way, give me some other sign. Okay, so I found the money, I put it in my pocket, and I just completely just put it in my pocket. And then right down the street, there was a parking ride, they still have that to this day, but you can't ride the bus unless you have a mask. So I cross the street, and I'm just like, just mind my own business. And I'm actually freaking out as I'm telling the story. So I walk inside the building, and they have like the restrooms. There's like 2 men, male, female, and then they have like the soda machines and stuff. And I was waiting for the bus. I don't know if I was going to my friends, because I usually would go to my friends a lot at that time. So I'm just there. There's this guy. I kid you not. He's like reading the paper. He's just looking at, and then he's looking at the phone. And on the other side, there's like 4 doors there. So you can come from the left and you can come from the right. Well, there's this lady comes in. She comes in with I forgot what you call that. It's a hat. It's not a hat. It's like the people that in voodoo, like people that are voodoo priests and all this had it. She had a hat. It was like one of those almost like a nun, but it was, I can't describe it. I don't know what they're called. Maybe somebody in chat can say what it's called, but I forgot what it's called. It's like where they cover their head.
A voodoo person covers their head? I don't know what that is.
I forgot what it's called. They have a certain thing that goes over their head. I can't think of it right now. I'm trying to keep up with everybody that chat as I'm talking to you. Well, anyway, she was coming in, and the guy looked up, and she passed right through him. She didn't say, hey, good morning. He didn't say anything. It was like and I kid you not, she came out so solid. Okay, she came out as solid as like I am right now.
Wow.
And she was probably African-American. She was, I knew that she was black, a little bit black, but she was more of a, she was mixed. You could tell that she had real beautiful skin, like almost like my skin color, but a little bit darker. So I knew that she was African American, but she had different race in her. Well, when I looked at her, I was sitting down at the time, and she looked at me and smiled. Okay, and I don't remember if she said something. I think she did, but she looked at me, and at that time she even dressed even in this time, so nobody could recognize who she was, but I did. Oh my God, I'm already getting chills, so that's already telling me the truth. Okay, when I looked at her, at the time I wasn't thinking, and so when I saw her, she was wearing real beautiful jeans and a nice shirt. She was wearing a backpack, and then I said, and then like I heard telepathically, I said, "This is me." And I'm getting chills as I'm talking about it. Oh my God, I'm getting chills. I don't have a picture around me, but I wish I could, but I don't have a picture around me. Anyway, because I was going to show you who she was.
I'd like to see that.
And I'll tell you in a second, because I'm not done. Well, as I see her, she's coming at me. She's smiling, right? And I don't remember if she told me hi, but I think I did tell her hi. She did tell me hi. She was hi. And I think she whispered my name. It was Chris. And then like after that, I just didn't think anything because I was looking the other way. So I looked the other way and I turned back. And I could see her walking back out. And in the back, it's like just a parking lot. It's only where the buses can go. You can just go, and then there's cars on this side. So I said, oh, maybe she's waiting for the bus, right? That's what I thought, right, at first. So me being the psychic, a little skeptic, I said, you know what, let me go investigate. Because I wanted to talk to her. I said, I wanted to go talk to her and tell her, God, you look like somebody from the past. I went outside, I went all around the park and ride. Before I even looked, I thought maybe there was bathrooms in the back, like the porta potty version, but there wasn't. So I walked all around, and before I left, something said, look to this side to see if she was on the other side waiting for the bus, because there was 2 buses. There was like so many buses where you can wait. I kid you not, I couldn't find her. I could not find her at all. And she had a backpack. She was waiting outside. Like I figured that she was waiting for the bus.
She had a backpack on?
Yes, she did. And I looked, and it was just not even seconds, because I looked like real quickly because I was getting something, and then I looked, and there was no buses, girl. I swear, I put this on my grandma's way. There was no buses at that time. The buses weren't. I was waiting for the bus. There was no bus. We were out. There was like maybe, besides me and that person I was talking about, there was maybe like 3 people in the building for a bus. There was nobody outside because I looked all around, because I'm very observant of my surroundings, right? So I said, maybe she's on the other side, and I looked, nothing. It was almost like she walked outside, but I didn't go and check, but this is what I perceived it as. She walked outside the bus stop, she walked all the way to the side of the building, and she disappeared. But she came out solid. Well, guess who she looked like? You ready for me to tell you? This is the kicker. She was Marie Laveau in the flesh.
Oh my God. Dust Bunny in the chat room said Marie Laveau.
Yes, she was Marie
Dust
Laveau
Bunny,
in the flesh.
you were right. Yeah, she typed in there.
And I'm gonna tell you what's even creepier. You really want me to tell you something more? When I was praying, I was a descendant of hers, which means I'm related to her. Now this is even more of the kicker. I'm her daughter.
What? You're her daughter?
Yes, I have a picture of who I was, and I wish I could show it to you, but I can't because I don't want to move the phone. But now, unless if you want me to get it, I can do it. But the thing is, I'm going to be moving around, so I don't know if you want me to do that because I don't have anything around me. I do have a picture of the way I saw her because she did have that. That's what it's called, a tune-up thing, because I heard it. It's somebody said it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it in the chat. It was it's TULIP. Somebody
tulip.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was exactly like that. But the thing is that she blended in. She was wearing just regular jeans. She was a beautiful dress, like not blouse, but it was just a regular T-shirt, and it was weird because she looked so solid, girl. It scared me to death because when I looked at her, when she was coming towards me, I didn't acknowledge her until like she passed that second person because he looked up, and then I looked at her and I was like this, and I said, no way. I said she looked like Marie Laveau. But the thing is that when I looked at her, I could swear she looked like at least in her 30s. That's how beautiful she looked. She looked so young. She did not look like in her 50s where she had wrinkles or nothing. She had nothing whatsoever. She almost looked like a teenager, but a beautiful, like her face wasn't oily. It was just so beautiful. So when I acknowledged who she looked like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was in denial. And I was like, this can't be because she's on the other side. And then I heard, and when she was coming towards me, but after she left, she goes, whenever you call me, I will come.
Wow.
I can be, there's no time. And I can blend in to the people that will not pay attention. Because I can go in your time. And she told me, when she was walking away, she wasn't telling me, but telepathically, she was telling me, I can blend in. And you would never knew that if it was me, if I would have never came up to you like this close. Wow. Because the same way that the pictures that she comes out on the web, that's exactly how she looked.
Wow.
Exactly how she looked. And what really freaked me out was, to this day, I'm still in denial because I've seen her not just once. I've seen her twice come to me.
That's crazy.
Twice. But since with this COVID, I haven't seen her anymore. But when I saw her, when she was coming towards me, she did have that thing, but it almost looked like a bandana. But it was.
Oh yes, they wrapped that thing around their head. Yes, and now I know. But I want to tell you,
she had a bandana or something similar, and she even had the hair. You couldn't see her hair.
Yeah.
But you could see her face, her eyes, exactly the way she looks on the web. And then there was another time I was going into what they call botanica, which is a witch store, because I like going to candles and getting oils and stuff, because that's other stuff I do on the side. So I'm just there going into the store, and this time she came to me different. So I was waiting, and because everybody knew me in that store, okay? And I was just waiting on the side by the door. I didn't say nothing to this girl. And I didn't tell anybody my name except for the ones that knew me, because there was a big line, right? So they took care of me, and the lady was not in there when anybody said my name, because everybody knew my name. And I told my friend Eddie at that time, but I don't talk to them anymore. I was on the side of the door where, I was trying not to be in the way, but because I just wanted to, because I usually would just hang around because I had nothing else to do. So one day I was just there, and this lady came out the same way, but the only thing, she didn't have that thing. She was darker. And she goes, and then she goes, hi. She walked in because she was walking in the store. She goes, hi. And I said, hi. So I didn't think anything about it, right? She walks out, and I didn't say anything. She goes, hi, Chris. She just walked out. She goes, hi, Chris. She shook my hand, and she goes, you know who I am, right? And at the time, I didn't think anything about it. She goes, you know who I am.
Wow.
And I know who you are.
Wow.
So then after that, she walked out. And at first, I didn't think anything of it because the other one, when I saw, she had a lighter tan skin color to her. This time, she came out a little bit darker. She was still beautiful, but you could tell. She made her face look different because she didn't want me to recognize her because she wanted to, I guess, to see if I was paying attention to features and stuff. So then, a few minutes right after she walked out, I said, oh my God, are you kidding me? Marie Laveau again? And then I heard a laughter, but I was still in the building. So when I heard it laugh, I heard it laugh telepathically. So I went outside, and guess what? Nowhere to be found.
Wow.
She disappeared. She disappeared, and she came to me twice. But the one that I will tell you, she came out to me like at that bus stop, and she came out to me very solid, and she came out so beautiful, like her youth of how she was, how people would think that she was older.
Uh-huh.
She comes as young as you would believe. She would be like, you would swear like she was in her 20s.
I don't think any of them come back looking old.
They don't.
No,
and the
they
thing
don't.
is that
I wouldn't.
and that's why I'm saying, when you did this interview with these pictures,
Uh-huh.
especially the one with the spirits, with the one where it looks dark. As you were showing me some of the pictures, I kid you not, that they can come out really solid. But it's only, the thing is that they have a short time. So much energy that when she saw me like at the store and then at the bus stop, it was only a short time. It was like she had to use so much energy that she just wanted to come in for me to acknowledge her. Because remember when I told you before I saw her, I got $10.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's a story about her. Her birthday is September the 10th or the 11th. So when I put two and two together that day, I said, wow, I find $10. A few minutes later, I see Marie Laveau, a lookalike, thinking that I didn't know it was her, but it was her. So that's very significant because her birthday is in September. And then listen to this. This even gets even creepier. My birthday is September the 12th.
You're a Virgo, so am I.
And that's the thing about Marie Laveau. She was a Virgo too.
What was her birthday?
September the 10th.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So it's actually 3 days apart from mine.
Wow.
So it's very significant that to me that I saw her in the flesh. And I can guarantee you, I can tell you right now that that from those pictures, I'm going to guarantee you, including the people that don't believe that people can come solid, they can. Yeah. And when they come out solid, they come in this time. So if there's a person that comes in the Victorian, back in like, I guess, the 1700s, they can blend in and you would not recognize them. It could be anybody, like even, what's his name? The one that predicted all that stuff from back in the old days. I can't think of his name. I just went blank. Oh my God, I can't think of his name. The one that predicted stuff. It was Beard. Sadamas, there you go. Oh,
Notre Dame? Oh, yeah.
He could even come in a flesh.
Yeah.
To people that he's drawn, people that are drawn to him. He can come in the flesh too. I haven't seen him, but with being Waverly Hills, that she's very ancient, that tells me that other people from way back then can come back. Even our Lord can come back.
Wow.
But the thing is that they will come back to people that pay attention. So people won't even pay attention. So if people, you know how like God looks with like the beard and you know, with the long hair, he can come to you like that. But it's that at that time you might not acknowledge him. But there are certain features that will just, at the time when you meet someone, you can't figure out who they are at that specific time.
That you've met them
but
before.
You won't, yeah, but the thing is that you won't remember them until they leave, until they just leave you. And then that's when you think about it, you're like, oh, was that God, that person that said hi to me and knows my name?
Yeah.
That's
hey,
what I'm
Chris,
saying.
We got to stop the show. It's going on 2 hours.
I know.
2 hours. Damn, that was a really fun show. Well, you got a different kind of show now on record instead of sitting there and reading what you do. I mean, I couldn't find anything on you except the same thing, doing readings. You need something else. And this was a fun. I had fun because I've always wondered about those pictures, and there's many more as well. And very interesting. You were a fun guest. I really enjoyed having you on the show, Chris. Thanks so much.
And I appreciate it too. And so I don't know if you allow me, but if they want to contact me, if you allow me, you can contact me at Chris Garcia on Facebook, or you can even reach me at my own personal cell phone, which I don't care because everybody's got my cell phone. 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. And it's okay because everybody calls me anyway. So
I know you're plastered all over. Do you charge for your readings?
For the readings, the psychic stuff, the medium stuff, yes, I do. But I'm not very pricey on that. As far as like missing persons cases and paranormal, that's absolutely free of my service. And I just, I do what I do, and I do work with people, especially if they're on a budget. I do my best to try to work it out to where it's fair to me and fair to them. And I do offer my services with other stuff like channeling and stuff like that. But this is an experience for me, and I appreciate me being on your show. And if you ever want me again, please let me know ahead of time. And maybe we could just talk about maybe using my gifts with a missing persons case that you have. Just don't tell me anything.
The thing is, when I do missing persons, I have to tell the case. I have to tell the viewers the case. Details. So how would you pick them up? I just give you a name? I mean, that person could have...
you can do that. Or I can just look at the pictures and then just... it's different.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I mean, but we can work that out another time. And yes, and that's the thing too. What you said, I always do readings. There's never a time where people interview me and it's just about me. There's always a time I'm always doing shows on another show that I do. Except for last night, I did another show that I did, and they interviewed me just like you. So that to me.
I didn't interview you.
It really doesn't, because if I had a chance to be interviewed, so people can know who I am, I'll take either or. If I'm doing readings or mediumship or readings, or if it's just an interview to know about me as a person, not as a psychic part of me, I'm willing to take it. Like tonight was awesome, and it
was a fun show. Different. I didn't interview you. We just did a collaboration on ghost pictures. Yeah. Viewer, we love that. I mean, I love that, and I know my viewers love it. It's a paranormal show. All right, Chris, thanks so much. I really appreciate. I'm just so glad it finally went off. Oh my God. Therefore, I didn't think we were going to have a show tonight. It was crazy, crazy. And I'm really happy it did. It worked out. Thanks so much, Chris. I really appreciate that. And I really enjoyed having you on the show. And thank you so much. And best wishes with your readings and your business that you have. Thank you.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. As a matter of fact, off air, I'm going to send you a picture of Marie Laveau. I even have it's a prayer card. And I can show you just I don't know if you can do it after off the air if you want to, or I can send it to you, and that's exactly the way she looked to me. Just the face and with the thing on her head. So I just wanted to share that with you. So,
thanks so much. I'd love to see it. I won't be able to show it now.
Okay.
It's too involved, this program that I'm using. It's a new program. It's not easy. Okay, thanks.
You know what?
What?
But I appreciate it. God bless you, and you have a good night.
You too, honey. Thank you so much, and stay safe, huh?
You too. Stay safe.
Thank you.
And good night, everybody.
Thank you. Oh my God. I'm dying in here. I got 5,000 watts of light. Oh my God. I was telling you guys, you have no idea what has been going on. I almost didn't have a show tonight. I almost threw my hands up on it. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, we've got a great show next week. I have Bill Hall. He co-authored this book with Jimmy Pettanito, something like that. I can't pronounce. It's an Italian name, and it's called it's Messages from Beyond. And they wrote this book, and I don't know if they had the experiences, but they also bring in stories from other people who have gotten emails, letters, phone calls, all kinds of things from dead people. And I as well. That happened to me, and it also happened to my sister. And so I'm looking forward to the show. They wrote the book. It's a great book. If you go onto my front page, let's see what it says. Let me see if I have it. You can go to, you guys know how to get to my front page. Yeah, it's called Phantom Messages. And it's going to be a good show. I'm excited about having that. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I see we have 6 dislikes. I can't please everybody. I try my best. It's free entertainment, and I try my best. And I thought it was entertaining. I enjoy that. And of course, you're going to get different answers from every psychic. And this is I just met Chris, and I'm quite impressed with him. And I hope to have him back. We'll do some other shows. So like I said, next Thursday, the show on Phantom Messages, which should be a good show. Everybody, thanks so much. Thank you, Carlos, for the super chat money. That was really, really nice. Thank you so much. I hope you guys like the show. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. This is what I do. Anyway, I want to thank the mods, Unique Annie and Chippa Terry. Thank them so much for being here and having the great chat room that we have. Royce was going to try and get in. He's still having computer issues. I hope to God they get fixed. We want to do a ghost show. He has sent me some unbelievable images. They scare the hell out of me. And we want to do a ghost show with his pictures, but he's still waiting to get his computer going. Let's see, what else did I want to tell you? I forgot what else I wanted to tell you. Guys, be safe out there. Wear your mask. You may not believe in it. I do. And I believe in distancing. I don't want the virus. Scares the hell out of me. I don't want it. None of our family doesn't want it. Neither does my husband. So everybody, thanks so much. Let's do some shout outs. Oh God, I don't have my calendar. I have some good shows coming up. I can't remember. Oh God, I can't remember. I'm really excited about having the niece of Benny and Barney Hill. Those were the abductees. They were abducted by aliens back in the 50s. She's the niece and she knows the whole story. I can remember that one's coming. Phil Siracusa, he's coming back. His story has ended and he wants to talk about it and how they finally figured out who was haunting them. We kind of knew what it was, and he finally got confirmation of that. Anyway, we got some good shows coming up. And don't forget, January, starting the next year, because the year is almost over with, Vanessa Hogel's coming back. We're going to do shows. I hope to do the month with her. 2 shows in January with her on Unsolved Mysteries, 411 Missing, and she'll do her remote viewing. I miss doing those shows with her. So January, I'll start the year off with her. So, and Tallcross, my buddy from he's Scottish, from Scotland. He has turned me on to some friggin' fabulous shows. Now, I signed up for the for BBC, for what is it, public broadcasting, where I get the shows from BBC. And oh my God, I saw you guys talk about The Last Kingdom. Oh my God, the Vikings. Oh my God. Oh my God, I've seen so many fabulous ones. The Outlander. Oh, you've got to see the Outlander. Oh, they're so good. We just finished Sandatone. Now we're watching from BBC, Mr. Oh God, he started up a fabulous store. Can you remember? That's Sigfield. I can't remember. It's the BBC broadcasting. So, oh my God, I've seen so many. And Grime. Oh my God. Anyway, so let's do some shout outs, okay? Let's see. Let's start with. I know a lot of you are gone now. We had a nice crowd tonight. We had Chippetary, Unique Annie, Rudger Sturm, Keith Starks. You guys are new. Cool Kitty is new. I hope you guys are please subscribing to the channel. You're new. I haven't seen you before. Thank you. Des Bunny, I am Alpha. The Haglin, Carlos Rivera. Thank you again for your chat money, your super chat money. I appreciate it. Let's see, there's not many left in the chat room. Tall Cross, my Scotland buddy, and Carl White. Let's see, who else is what's left? Well, there's not too many left in the chat room. But thank you all so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. I may not have a show every week, but when I do, it's really nice of you to join me. B3 Airspace. Let's see. Anybody else left in here? Leonora Martinez. Anybody else left? And I'm looking. Oh, Fungi. I don't know if you're still here or not. Thank you, everybody. Anybody else left? Long show. Oh, SoFi. Anybody else? Aaron Brody, JD Bambara, Christopher Wayne Fisher. Oh, Christopher, you're Chris's co-host. Okay. Anita Ackerman, Aaron Brody, I hope you're doing better. I know we've been in contact on Facebook. Please be careful out there. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? Thanks, Haglin. Let's see, I'm going through this. A lot of them have left. Gloria Ryan. You know, those who dislike my show, you don't have to watch. Plain and simple, you don't have to watch. I am what I am. Gloria Ryan, I think I said that. Okay, guys, that's it. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next Thursday. It'll be a fun show next Thursday, okay, guys? I love you. Hugs to everybody, and be safe. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Thank you.